Hi guys, I'm Ty Hunter and you're watching Closed Minded. It was amazing. Armani designed this dress. It was our first time and it was my very first Met Gala, so I was really like a date that day because she invited me to come, and we had such a great time, and Armani dressed me as well, and it was such a great experience, and it just opened up the door to like I want more Met Galas because it was such a great evening and we had such a good time. We had worked with Armani, so he had like measurements already and kind of had a feel of what he wanted to do. So it was last minute, but it went so well. I don't even think we were trying to tie it into a theme. I think she was invited and got dolled up. We had such a great time, but I don't remember theme during that time. It was so long ago. Yes, Peter Dundas for Poochie, and it was a good night. The only thing was walking up the stairs was a problem that night. Me and Jay had to help her because it was a fishtail, so it was a really crazy night. And this day I wasn't able to get dressed, so I showed up in cargo pants, I think a leather jacket and a jean shirt or something. I didn't even go in. I literally walked up the stairs and kept helping just to be there by her side, and I didn't go in that day. Lorraine Schwartz all the time. We always use Lorraine Schwartz. She's family, so during this phase of all the Met Galas, the jewelry will be Lorraine Schwartz. This was by Givenchy. Ricardo, this is when we started just working. He was amazing. He's such an amazing designer, and the energy that we all had with each other, it just always seemed to work. And this was after she had Blue. And the crazy thing is, this night, we wasn't going to the Met Gala. She was actually in rehearsal for the tour. And she decided day of that she thinks she wants to go. This dress was actually made for, I believe, the MTV Awards or the Grammys. And Raquel Smith, who worked with me on the Met Galas and who worked in style with me with Beyonce for many years, she called them to see if they happened to have the dress. We didn't know if they did, but if they had the dress, it was going to happen. So they actually came to the stadium where we was rehearsing and did the fitting, and it just ended up working out. And so we ended up going to the Met Gala day of. The bodysuit that she has on under there, people thought she was naked. She wasn't naked, people. But literally while she was at the stadium, at the rehearsal hall, she was rehearsing, and I just kept dyeing the bodysuit, and I'll let it dry with the dryer, and then I'll go check her skin while she was on stage rehearsing in between takes, and it just ended up working. It was such a great night, and it was literally day of. Ricardo, he came up with this design of fire. He sent it to me and Raquel, and we was like, yes, go for it. And he had like the process for the Met Gala is normally like we get a lot of sketches, and we kind of just go and show her and let her pick which ones she wants. And so some majority of the time he'll make 1 to 2 looks and kind of go from there. But this was a go. It was wild and it was fire. He had boots and he had a stiletto option as well. And yeah, it was a good night. And I love that he put the belt, that belt just added a little roughness to it, and took it somewhere else. The black was a homage to Diana Ross. It was just like it's an old photo, but it was also Riccardo Tisci. I love this look because I didn't really have to do too much. Normally I have to do a lot of getting on the ground and holding the train out and making sure, but this was a good night. I didn't have to do too much work this night. I got with Lorraine, showed her the look. She did the net over the face, so we really couldn't do too much, but it just seemed to work. Everything was real chic and mysterious at the same time. I love that look as well. This is one of my favorite looks ever. This one got a lot of, this one, yeah, this was the one that people talk about still to this day. I saw a lot of prom dresses with this, and even though this dress, she looked naked again, she wasn't. It was bodysuit as well, but also this was one of the, though it looks like it's nothing there, this is one of the heaviest dresses, and I had to stay by her side. This dress was so heavy because all of those thick Swarovski crystals on this mesh, and so that night, yeah, it was a lot of work. I had to work this night. Because of the crystals and the weight and the delicate fabric, I had to like kind of hold it a bunch of times, even when we were in the place, because people would accidentally try to, step on it because the train was so much and the stones were, you know, again in the way. So I worked that night. The latex. Yeah, I love this look. And you know, you know, a lot of people were saying it was Becky's skin. It was so much rumors going around this dress, and it was just so different because we did latex like way back, way back in the day with Greenlight, and you know, latex is everywhere now. But that whole video is latex, and so you know, to just see latex elevate and becomes, for him to make latex for a evening wear gown just threw me off. And those pearls and the artwork, you really couldn't see the artwork, the hand painted flowers and all that, you know, it was a lot of detail on that dress. It was so beautiful, and it was an easy night too. I didn't have to be there, and I couldn't believe she stayed in that latex all night, but it was cool. It was beautiful, and it was different. You know, now you see latex done all kind of ways, but this was the time when for Ricardo to think to bring this to an elegant level, it threw me off, and we loved it. Yeah, we worked with Ricardo a lot just because he was cool, edgy, and just, you know, his mind with fashion. We used him a lot for tours and stuff like that as well. And not only the creative process and his vision, but the turnaround time was quick, because you know, we don't have a lot of time. Sometimes we'd be like, we need this in 3 days, and you know, he just knew how to make it happen and bring an element of, you know, it just became a more of a family, you know, and it became you didn't have to really, you knew that the sketch will come to life. A lot of times people show you these beautiful sketches and you get the actual garment, you're like, what is this? But you knew that Ricardo would, you know, give you that vision and follow you all the way through until the happiness was on both sides.